Oh my God, this is getting so complicated. I just don't understand.
No,
it's
but
okay. You mad? I'm okay. I'm just gonna sit
You
here
didn't tell
in
me
my
what day
trailer.
you're going up. So you saying you're going up in the 15th.
I'm just gonna sit
and then I
here.
said you were going in 22nd.
Nah. You guys are weird.
I won't pay ya, no way. Nah, why don't you get a job? Say no way, yeah, no way. Nah, why don't you get a job?
Welcome back to
Shut the fuck up.
How long can you go?
Oh, very
Apparently
long
not
time.
that long.
Very long time.
You're only a 5-second lady.
Oh,
Apparently.
that's a good thing, isn't it?
Well, depends.
Isn't
If
it
you're-
5-second lady?
If you're a 5-second man, that would work perfect.
No, but if it's a 5-second lady, that means I made you go 5 seconds. That means I'm perfect.
No, that means
what?
it only took you 5 seconds.
Yeah,
to
and the
come.
guy's like, what?
But maybe it took me 5 seconds to make you go.
5 seconds.
Hey, Brooke's here.
Hey, oh. Back again this week from All One Side fame is Brooke.
Hey.
Brooke.
Yo.
Yo.
How you doing? How was your week?
How's my week?
Lucky number 13, episode number 13.
Yeah, you didn't even mention the episode. You got me all confused. I didn't know where we were and which dimension.
No, but I said that last week we were in week 12, and then you said that you were going to Italy for 3 weeks, and then I said we're doing week 13.
That kind of sounded really natural for you.
Really?
Very weird. We're like super white trash.
I'm a
this
little
week.
self-conscious now.
White trash. How is that white
I
trash?
find that we're very
It's
white
kind of
trash.
nerdy, Melvin nerdy.
I don't know. Okay.
Well, Zola, is that where'd my beer go?
In your hand.
I
Right
had
here
no-
in front of you,
Oh,
you dummy.
Jesus. From the angle,
For the
when the
fourth wall,
angle
the
it was
fourth
that, I
wall.
couldn't see
For
it.
the wall.
No, I was doing it on the right side, and then it was on the left side.
The microphone is like not even 2 inches wide. And you're like, where's my beer? I've lost
I
all
don't know
sight.
where it went. And I
My
have glasses
week-
on.
My week was fantastical. Nothing happened.
No.
Nope. Hey, you know what? I've been
What?
forgetting to mention episode after episode that I have never went out with that guy again. Remember
Tony
it was
the
like
Tiger?
a whole thing? Yeah.
He's great.
Great guy. I didn't go out. Fuck that guy.
Fantastic. No, but it was tied. You were supposed to.
Yeah. It was tied.
It was tied.
I had the last decision. Brooke told me perfectly. You told me to go out with the guy.
I don't even know who you are talking.
Yeah.
Tony
who
the
you are
Tiger.
talking about?
Tony the Tiger. It's great day.
I don't know
Have a
who this
great
is.
day.
Who's Tony the Tiger?
The guy that begged me for the date.
Oh, the one that was like, oh, I was just off.
It's
I think-
great.
Oh, his name's Tony the Tiger?
Yeah, because
Well,
it's
'cause he
everything
kept
like,
saying-
have a great day. Have a great day.
So I call him Tony the Tiger.
What?
The cereal.
Do I even listen to you when you talk? I don't. What is
I
this
know.
great thing? I don't understand.
It's on the
I know
record.
Tony the Tiger is. I've just never heard this guy say it.
Don't worry, you don't listen to me. It's okay. Accept it.
She doesn't care
I
because
accept
you're
it.
a loser.
All this to say, I did not go on a date with that guy. The verdict was, fuck
Rick
that
was
guy.
you should have gone.
Fuck that guy.
What if he's crying at home alone right now?
What if he's listening?
Good.
He's like, no, it was tied. It was tied. I almost had a chance.
I kept watching the Twitter. I kept hoping she would call me the other day.
Were people voting on this?
Yeah. People were voting on her
fuck have I
fucking
been?
fate.
On your fate,
Imagine.
on your destiny.
It's a podcast, Brooke. You
But
have to just
imagine-
pretend like you know about everything that's going on. Just like
Okay.
smile and nod, but vocally.
Here's what's crazy.
Vocally smell. Uh-huh.
That's
It sounds like she has way too much Botox.
that's a smile and nod vocal.
That's a Botox smiling on.
That's funny. But yeah, I didn't go on a date. Fuck that.
Here's the crazy thing. In an alternate universe, what if you did, you know? And we'll talk about alternate universes later because
Oh my God.
I got something's gonna blow your fucking mind later.
That's
That was
so
a
funny.
segue.
I was gonna talk about the universe too today.
Really?
No
Hold on.
joke.
Here's-
Oh my God.
Hold on. Were you gonna talk about
No, probably not.
the Mandela Effect?
Oh, Bernstein Bears. What?
What? That's fun. Yes, that's actually
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Because I have the books at home, and I took them all out when this happened. I'm not going to.
Okay, anyways, we'll save that.
Well, okay,
We're
gonna save that for a bit
you guys
later,
are gonna have to
'cause-
talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. So
Where were we? Oh, Tony the Tiger. Alternate universe. What if you dated him? He was like the best guy. Or
well,
whatever, I
okay.
don't know.
So in this alternative universe, does he change looks
Kiss
also?
me under the Milky
I love
Way.
it. I love that-
What if he
I
was
love
that
that
guy?
movie.
What if he was like Ed Sheeran in a fucking whatever, you know?
Yeah, but does he look the same as now, or does that change also?
Yeah. What if he shows up? He's like, okay, I got to put the A game on,
and he's got like the fucking gelled hair. He's all fucking ripped and shit. He's doing fucking cartwheels and shit.
Clearly, old school has no idea what type of guy. Like,
Gelled hair and the cartwheels.
He turns into Giuseppe. Hey, Charlie.
yeah, with the Giuseppe.
Let's Giuseppe. The Giuseppe.
No, I hate Italians. I don't hate Italians. I would never date an Italian.
I would totally date an Italian.
No way, man.
7-course meals every day.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Dude, I'm Italian.
Pasta.
What do I eat?
You are not stereotypical.
Pasta.
You eat fucking ramen noodles and dog food. Fuck.
Exactly. There is.
Eat fucking what's that? Canine's Choice or whatever. You eat the fucking dog chow shit.
Fancy feet.
My dogs don't even eat dog food. Okay.
Fancy feast.
Actually, the fancy feet, but it is fancy feast.
No, I
Amazing.
don't. Not every Italian makes 7-course meals. My mom doesn't
that's
even do
what
that
I.
anymore.
They all do the bob and boop and bob with their hands and shit. I fucking love Italians. Well, you're not Italian. You're a fake Italian.
My sister's Italian though.
Yeah. She goes.
Obviously.
All
Same
the-
with you, Brooks.
Brooks?
Brooks.
Brooks?
Yep.
Brooks.
Because last time you were on here, which was last week.
Which was 5 minutes ago.
Break the fourth wall.
break the fourth wall, man.
Don't break the fourth wall. You didn't even say how you were.
Nobody fucking asked how I was.
Oh,
That's your
snap.
fault. That's your fault.
It's not my house. I'm not the host.
Hold on. It's your friend. You need to ask her.
It's your house, your show.
It's your show.
Is it your show?
You're a Nazi. It's your show.
Okay, you guys were both equally rude, all right?
Snap.
So,
Okay.
Brooke, how was your week?
My week was good.
Next week.
Next week's gonna be good. No, my week's good. I'm good. I don't do anything.
You don't do anything?
I have kids. I
Honestly,
don't do anything. That's
You watch
like
the People's
obviously-
Court and like Judge Judy all day?
No,
Honestly,
Dr. Phil.
honestly though, the last time
Dr.
people-
Phil?
Love Dr. Phil.
Really?
No, I just have kids and I have to take
You
care
need
of
to
them.
live as a gay woman.
Okay, we're gonna get back to that later. Last time people heard from you, like
Yeah.
for real.
I like just had a baby.
You just had a baby.
Yeah, and now my baby's older and
He's still a dick.
he's still a dick. He's probably more of a dick than he was when he was
Hold
young.
on. What?
She actually tell them that you're convinced of something.
That he's trying to kill me. I think he's Stewie. No, honestly.
He's Stewie from Family Guy?
Stewie. First of all, he looks at me like this.
Does he have a
Like
British
Stewie?
accent?
We don't know yet. We haven't gotten as far as dis. But
Guys,
he
for
whips
real,
things at my head.
Yeah, for real. This is
Yeah.
not like for the podcast. This is something she really told me.
Yeah.
My kid is trying to kill me.
He whips things at my head all the time. I was doing yoga the other day and like I was in child's pose, and people know what that is. My head was like on the ground and I could hear him running towards my head and I'm thinking he's gonna like change paths, right? No, he jumped on my head and my nose like went into the ground and up into my eyes and I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital. He's trying to kill me. Yeah, he's
It's kinda
really,
funny.
really cute.
Is there a syndrome of like murder your mother-ism or murder?
I think
you want to
so.
kill your mother? Maybe in a past life he was like he's Dexter or something?
I know that
Baby
there's
Dexter?
in animals usually the female kills the husband.
Yeah.
Is there
that a
babies that
spider?
kill the mother? I don't think so.
I think that might only be a human thing. Because it happens a lot.
Does it really?
The babies try to kill their mom?
Not babies, but
I've never-
kids. I watch enough Dateline to know this happens.
That's true.
quite a
It's your
bit.
favorite show.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we got a Dateline viewer here.
Highlight of my weekend.
Oh shit.
Yeah, kids do it all the time. They kill their parents. No, I don't really think he's trying to kill me, but he's pretty good at convincing me
Kicking
he
your ass.
is. Yeah, he's
She's doing yoga now. It's time
yeah.
to drop kick her in the face.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hit me when I'm down. But no, that's it. My life revolves around my kids, so it's pretty boring. So let's
You're
not
on
talk
the
about
podcast.
it. Yeah, I'm out of the house. Yay!
The kid's trying to
She
kill
got
me. That's
super
pretty
excited.
cool. All right.
That's pretty cool. My kid's trying to kill me in my sleep.
Can I start? You want to start? Can I
What's
start?
the psycho song?
No, that's a monkey.
It's not a song.
You mean that one?
That's Friday the 13th. That's
Yeah.
not Psycho.
Dun-na, dun-na, dun.
Is it-
That's Jaws.
That's not Friday the 13th actually at all.
That's what it
It
is.
sounds
It's
like a
American
seagull.
Psycho.
Yeah.
You sound like American Seagull.
Like people,
It's American Seagull.
if people saw my hand, they would see that I had clearly had
She's
a knife.
literally flapping her hands like wings, and she's pretending like she's a
No,
seagull.
I have a knife in my hand.
She has a seagull.
I have a seagull in
She's
my
holding a
hand.
seagull, and he's screaming for help. Save the seagull.
Help!
What? Mine.
You're weird.
Mine.
Mine.
That was the funniest thing ever.
It's the best part of the movie.
It is the best part of the movie. You know which movie we're talking about?
Mine.
Mine?
Dory, Finding Dory. whatever.
A little bit
Nemo,
earlier.
Nemo.
Ah, Nemo.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's the secondary characters that are the funniest.
It's true.
Yeah, it really is.
I-
Anyways,
yeah.
Shout out to the seagull in Finding Nemo.
mine. I fucked up both. My wires crossed, and that didn't sound right. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sleepy.
Hey, can I start?
yeah, start.
I want to tell you a little thing called the Mandela Effect. Have you ever heard of it? Yes. I know she's heard of it.
I'm so excited to talk about
Like she's like jumping out of her chair.
because I just recently heard about it like a few months ago, and of course, like did a whole bunch of research on it. And holy fuck,
I know.
It sounds super familiar. I'm pretty sure you're gonna start talking about it. I'll be like, oh yeah, but now I don't know. Explain.
Okay, so the Mandela Effect is there were some people who believe that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
They
but like
are
a lot of people.
So the effect essentially is named after that event that happened. It's the thing that multiple people believe that something happened when it actually didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So people argue, you can probably chime in on this because I did that 3 a.m. YouTube fucking shit too. I'm fucking crazy. It's that some people are living in alternate universes.
Right.
And they got transferred to this one? Is that
Somehow,
what it is?
accidentally.
I don't know. I'm not sure the specifics. Just that at some point we were
Something
put into an
happened.
alternate
Time
dimension.
travel,
yeah.
right? Like a shift in...
I don't think I looked that
So I
far
think-
into it.
Okay, so I think it's because I have so much to say. And it's so funny that I had to talk about something weird too. Okay, so I think there was a time slipped.
Yeah, so there's something
And
that
it
there's
just
something
like
that
shifted
happened
into our dimension.
and that multiple
and it
people
worked.
got shifted in, and they believe
You see, I
something.
thought it was all of us. I thought we all, like, everyone.
No, because not
universally-
everybody
There's
believes it.
let me give you an example.
yeah, that makes
So
sense.
some people saw him die in prison.
And
some
some
people,
people
didn't.
didn't. Okay, that
People
makes
are
sense.
fucking convinced. Like this
Yeah.
one guy who did that crazy generic video on YouTube with the bad audio, with like all these weird cuts and this dark music and stuff. It's always that same thing when you go and like watch the conspiracy theory stuff. It's always the guys with the horrible audio and like these weird clips and shit. And like it's 3 in the morning, you can't go to bed.
Can I side note?
Oh my god.
She knows where I'm going. I
It's
can't.
so ridiculous.
I can't
Oh,
talk
here comes
about.
the snort.
I can't.
The snort came out. It's getting serious.
I can't mention it because I'm scared. But this is.
Would you like
real.
me to talk about it? They'll come after me. It's okay.
Just do it again.
If she's scared of something, she can't
stop.
think about it or Google it because then they'll come after her.
Yes.
So if she accidentally comes across something that scares her online, she has to Google about how she doesn't believe in it so that they don't come after her.
This is 100%
Funny story.
true.
For instance, what she's scared of is she accidentally found a video of apparently there's like this conspiracy that there's this whole like government agency, I guess, that are actually shape-shifting lizards, aliens or something.
Reptile.
And apparently,
reptilian. Yeah.
Okay, so
Hillary Clinton's a reptile.
so she acts. Look at her face.
She is one.
So she thinks that because she came across this video that these reptiles are going to come after her now. So she had to Google these reptiles were bullshit for them to not come after her. So my better.
I don't believe in it. I don't believe it.
Okay,
you could, like-
reptiles. Charlie doesn't believe in it. Leave her alone.
Do you think
come
like
after
they're
me.
like the stupidest race ever? They're like, hold on. So
They can
she thought,
shapeshift.
oh, okay, now she Googled
Wow.
it. She doesn't think, okay, we're good. There we go. We can leave our hands off this. Case closed.
Now that it's out there, of course they'll know. But don't worry, I cover my tracks properly. That's not all.
Amazing.
So
That's not all I do.
Amazing.
I don't just Google. I do more than that. I
Amazing.
comment.
see, so this is gonna
You
be my
comment
movie.
in forums like, oh, this is such a bullshit. Like, who the fuck? What are you talking about?
Like they're gonna be like. Okay.
I like.
I used to have this. Why am I saying this? I'm not gonna be able to sleep. I live alone, guys. So
No, you live with dogs.
they don't know shit. Anyway, I used to live in a 3-floor house.
Yeah.
And my room was in the 3rd floor, which was the ex-attic, and they converted it into a room.
I've heard this story.
And I was 100...
She literally backed up 4
She did. She did. I was 100% convinced...
Yeah.
I'm not convinced. I know
Yeah.
it was haunted.
Okay.
My room was haunted,
Yeah.
100%. Lights would turn on and off.
Electrical problem.
TVs would turn on.
Electrical problem due to lights.
I would so every time I would sleep in that room or
Yeah.
even when I would sleep downstairs,
Yeah.
I would have nightmares about like stuff happening out there.
Because the lights are
and they
happening.
would listen. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, so it was haunted. I slept in the guest room since I've got my room. I slept in bed, and I used to have this reoccurring nightmare where I would go up the stairs. No, actually, I would be upstairs, and then my parents or my brothers would come up the stairs. And then they'd be like, "Oh, hey," and they would like walk up.
They walk
And then I would hear whoever, let's say my mom was walking up the stairs, and then I would hear my mother in the kitchen say like, "Dinner's ready," and then I would look at this like thing, and it would turn on me, like turn its
like
head.
the food?
No.
Because you said dinner's ready, and like the food on the table would turn
let's
its
say,
head.
no. I was upstairs in my room, and somebody, my mom, would be walking up the stairs. But then I would hear my mom actually in the kitchen saying, "Dinner's ready."
Okay.
So clearly this person going up the stairs wasn't my mom.
Hold on, but what if the fake one's making the dinner, and that was actually your mom?
No, because as soon as I would realize that it wasn't my mom, it would turn its head and chase me, and I would wake up.
Holy
Amazing.
It was fucking scary.
That's fucking awesome.
But you know what? Side note. What I've read, because one of my ex-boyfriends was obsessed with dreams. There's like scientific study for real.
Right.
When you realize that you're in a dream, you know, sometimes some people know that they're in a dream. They're able to control
They're
their dreams.
lucid dreamers. My mom's a lucid dreamer.
Okay. But when you're getting into that stage of learning about lucid dreaming and or being able to like control your dreams, when you realize that you're dreaming, your subconscious thinks that your consciousness is an intruder and tries to attack it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it thinks that it's like a disease or something that's not supposed to be there because your consciousness is basically breaking through to your subconscious to be able to control the dream, right?
You're ruining dreams for me right now.
Well, but it doesn't always happen.
Only
No,
when
but
you're lucid
it has
dreaming.
happened to me
Okay,
before.
But the reason why you have a bad dream as soon as you're like, wait a minute, I think I'm in a dream, it's because your subconscious is attacking your consciousness and trying to scare it away.
That's interesting.
And that's scientific proofed.
Proof?
Yeah.
Let's proof it in
But
a
anyways,
day.
that made me feel better because those dreams were fucking scary.
That's not the story I thought you were going to tell. I thought you had another scary story about your attic.
I had many. I was haunted.
Did you ever did you ever think to call like a Ghostbuster?
No, but the day that my dad died,
An actual
the day that my dad died, everything stopped.
Oh, maybe that's the story I was waiting for.
Everything. All the feelings I had, the dreams I had, energy that I felt, everything I felt stopped when my dad died. Like he chased them away.
That's the story I was looking for because I knew it had something to do with your dad.
Yeah, and I was able to sleep in my room after that. No problem.
And you're convinced it's nothing psychological, like on your end?
No.
Like it's...
No, because I'm in my house now, I'm okay.
They chase ghosts.
No, because no, I don't know. Maybe. It's possible.
He is not convinced.
They had ghost fights.
Listen, I don't believe in ghosts, but mostly because I don't want them to exist.
There was one
But it's possible.
It's possible. There was one thing that I'd seen. I just thought it was funny because you kept like explaining all the phenomenons. It was like some documentary that this woman or man or who was, every time they'd walk by their room, the rocking chair in the room would rock back and forth.
Stop.
No, but listen, they ended up figuring it out. It's because the floorboards were connected from the hall to the room. And when they walked by, it would rock the rocking chair.
God.
Just said there's always an explanation.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
You know what drives me nuts is those fucking ghost shows. They like hype you up and like, oh, did you hear a noise? Come back after the break. And it was like,
There's
nothing.
never
It was like a fucking
anything.
cat.
I know.
It's like some stupid cat or something.
I know. There's never anything.
Always
So,
a cock tease.
Okay, so
anyways, Bernstein Bears.
Okay, so I'm going to give you
I
a
was like,
couple
what?
examples of this Mandela Effect.
I have some too.
Where multiple people...
it's probably the same one.
So I want you to spell for me Oscar Mayer. Wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. Spell
Isn't it
Meyer. Spell
Baloney
Meyer.
has a first name.
Isn't it Mayher or something?
No. A lot of people believe...
Maher?
The song spells it for you, so I sang it for you.
Wish I was an Oscar
sorry.
Mayer wiener.
My baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. No.
Okay, go ahead. Keep
My
going.
baloney has a second name. It's Meyer, isn't it?
So...
Mayer?
I don't know.
So
Meyer.
a lot of people are...
You don't even know.
I don't know. No, I thought you were
So
gonna
a
know.
lot of people are convinced.
Yeah.
They're convinced. Like you cannot convince them otherwise that it is spelled Meyer.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It is spelt Meyar.
Meyer. No, it's Er.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a song.
But they,
there was an H in
if you
there.
look at the package, there's an A.
Okay.
So this is an example of the Mandela effect where people are convinced it's ER. And so some people say, theoretically, that...
It was changed.
That they were in a universe where it was an E.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What else?
Okay. Does the Monopoly man have a monocle?
No.
A lot of people are convinced that he does.
Does, but he doesn't. I remember.
No,
He
that-
actually does not, but...
The peanut guy.
The
does.
peanut guy. They mix him up with the peanut guy.
People are convinced that Uncle Pennybags has a monocle.
But
That's his
not-
name?
Yeah.
Uncle Pennybags?
Uncle
Hey,
Pennybags.
did you know that Monopoly is basically the game is that you're the nephew? The game was made based
Really?
on the fact that you are the nephew of the uncle.
Of Uncle Pennybags?
Well, I guess that's why his name's Uncle.
Yeah.
Pennybags.
That you're the nephew and you're playing to buy all the properties of the rich guy, your uncle.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
funny.
I just found that out.
We play Monopoly all the time at home.
Well, now
and
you know better.
I want to leave the house every time.
Oh, do you?
Oh, do you get into some big fights? Okay, but do you guys do trades and stuff?
How do you play?
Yeah, we
Okay,
trade.
yeah.
It's because you know what it is? Because
You can get
Tom's
dirty.
really unfair when he plays because he's really good and doesn't give any of us a chance. Not even the
How are you
9-year-old.
really good at Monopoly?
You got to be lucky. You got to hit the properties early
Yeah.
and be a good negotiator.
And he's a very good negotiator. He's very brave. So I'm always like, I'm keeping all my money, I'm keeping all my money. And he's like, buy it all. And then he like kills us with hotels. Anyways.
Really?
I just want to stay on the blue properties. I'm good. The purple
You never
properties.
get the blue
That's,
properties.
Okay, Bernstein Bears, like she said.
Yeah.
People are convinced that it's spelled Bernstein.
Bernstein Bears.
Bernstein Bears. It's Berenstain Bears. Bernstain.
When I first heard this, I was so convinced that I was right, that it was Bernstein.
That you went and
pulled
looked for the books,
I went and took
right?
my
Yeah.
books out. It was Bernstein. Mine was, I sent it to my mom. I was like, Mom, you have to tell it. She's like, no, it's Bernstein. Yeah, I know it's Bernstein. And apparently people are saying that when they were in school, they would misspell the name. So they found tricks to remember how to spell Bernstein.
Yeah.
So they know for a fact it was Bernstein when they were a kid and not Bernstein.
The one that I'm confused about, the one
Yeah.
that's a better example
Sure.
of this, is the movie.
Shazam with
Yeah.
Sinbad?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people who think that Sinbad made a movie called Shazam. Like, they're convinced. And
That's
he's,
a better example.
Wasn't
like, it was almost,
um,
I think it was on IMDb even at one point, like, and he never made a movie called Shazam.
Wasn't it the other guy that made the movie called Shazam?
Shaq made one
Yeah.
called Kazam.
Oh, Kazam. I thought that was Shazam.
And they think that it's Shazam.
So it's gotten to the point where Sinbad's like, fuck it, I'll just make the movie. He's like, I'll do it. He said, I'll commit to the role right now, make the movie Shazam, and I'll be in it. Just so people will shut the fuck
yeah.
up
It
about
is-
me being in this movie that never happened.
In his head,
That's
it's like,
so
yes,
weird.
give me money because I'm doing shit all
Yeah.
in my life right now. But that's a better example than just a misspelled name. Or obviously, you don't remember everything how it's spelled.
But here's the
There's
thing.
certain things.
Like 100,000 people think the same thing. Why? Because they're
Right.
in another universe. Okay.
Look it up.
I believe you.
While you're looking that up, why don't you quote me that Forrest Gump, that famous quote?
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
Oh, that's
In this universe, the universe Alpha 1 or whatever, life was like him. So we're from that other universe.
We are. We're from the Bernstein Bears universe.
That one seriously
Yeah,
fucked me
me
up.
too. I was so I was like, no, I'm going to go get the books
Yeah.
and I'm going to take them out and I'm going to show everyone that it's Bernstein.
I didn't know about the Mandela one.
not that different.
I didn't know about that either. Is that all you have? Because I have one more.
Go ahead.
Jiffy peanut butter. You guys remember Jiffy peanut butter?
Yeah.
It's Jif.
It's Jif. Fuck you.
It never existed. Jiffy peanut butter never
Jiffy,
existed.
no. There's Jiffy Lube.
Jiffy Lube.
No, isn't that a
Maybe,
thing?
I don't
Jiffy
know.
Lube?
Refer to
you,
previous
I don't know.
episode.
Do you
For
know?
me?
I
It's a
don't know.
car thing.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Fucking asshole.
I wonder
Maybe
where she
you
was
need
going with
Jiffy
that.
Lube.
Maybe you need some Jiffy Lube. You're a little dry
see,
down there.
But I'm not convinced because the sentences or the misspelled names and stuff like that, it's just your memory playing tricks
Yeah,
on
I
you.
kind the ones that really
That's not
blew
the
my mind
same.
was the Bernstein Bear one, just because I was so convinced it was Bernstein Bear, and the whole Nelson Mandela thing, because so many
Yeah,
people
that
are
one's
convinced.
okay. I'm okay with
so
that
many
one.
people are convinced.
So
I think you're pushing it a little
no,
bit.
it's because it's you're from the Oscar Mayer universe. Now I'm from the Oscar Mayer universe.
Actually, no, because I misspelled both. So I'm in the stupid
You're in the
land.
three is the Stupiverse. The Stupiverse. Okay, and the last one.
Okay.
Okay, Queen. We are the champions, right? What do they say at the end? We are the champions
My friend, no?
of the world,
Yeah.
right? Never says of the world at all.
Wait, we are...
'Cause we are the champions, dun dun, of the world.
No?
Nothing.
No, but I think of the world, isn't it from the movie?
But if you listen to the song,
Yeah, it's possible.
it just ends after we're the champions. There's no of the world, but people are, and I'm part of the world universe.
Yeah, it kind of, but I think it's because it was in a movie and it got changed.
It's possible.
Speaking of all this weird shit,
Yeah.
I've been obsessively listening to unexplained podcasts.
What's this? Oh,
What is this?
I'm listening to something tonight.
It's a podcast that basically just talks about things that are unexplained in the world. So like time travel, time slips, time aliens, UFOs. There's an episode about, the best one was a time slip, I think, where kids would basically, they were on a scavenger hunt. And then they were just like walking and they knew it was like part of the scouts or whatever. So they were very familiar with the terrain and they were to go to this village and go and grab this thing from this store. And they were going on the scavenger hunt and then they lifted their heads and they were in the 1800s
Get
all of
the
a sudden.
fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
And they were 3 boys and they were like, where are the light posts and where are where are the stores? And they were looking into the stores and there was all deserted, but all the houses looked like they were made out of stone. And they were like, this is not right. So they got scared. So they ran up the hill again. And when they turned back, it was their village again. They went into a time slip where they went back in time and they recounted their story to like a scientist or whatever. And the scientist said that they stumbled upon that village right after it got hit by the plague. So it was abandoned. And there was like all kinds of these stories of like time slip and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I believe.
But were they able to go right back in, or it was just a one-off?
To our times?
No, like when they
couldn't
went
get
back, could
no.
they get back?
No.
Because they're like, hey, Dad, like, what the fuck's going on?
No,
and he comes
no.
down and he's like, what are you talking about?
No, they wouldn't. And there was another one of a woman that was walking with her dog back home, and she started noticing, she was like on her way home, so she knew where she was going. She started noticing these flames, and they were red, and these men that were like walking crooked a little bit, like not straight line, but like just in a swerve kind of.
Yeah.
And she was like, what the hell? And they were all kinds of these men, and then she noticed that they were basically bending down to check if people were alive because the floor was packed with dead bodies.
Okay.
And it was like right after a big war or
Oh
something.
my God.
And then she got home and she was back home.
But was she able to interact with it, or was it just like
She
a view?
She didn't interact.
It was a view only kind of thing.
Well, the boys touched the houses and stuff.
No, but did anybody from that time interact
See
with
her.
them?
Don't know.
So it's almost
She
like
didn't
a
interact.
one
She
way.
didn't interact. And nobody seemed to have seen her in the story.
So for apparent, but
And the dog started barking, and apparently nobody noticed or anything. Like nobody said, "Hey, there's a dog there." In the
Nobody
story,
looked
anyways.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, so but that's interesting. That how many scenarios were used
2.
with? It was only 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
'Cause
the episode, it's a very
I'm
short
curious.
episode.
I
into
might.
this more.
Yeah, you fucking. I hate you now.
I'm
'cause I'm
telling
not gonna be able
you.
to go to bed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, guess who's not sleeping tonight?
I'm telling you, I've been like every episode. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
But I'm really interested if all of them have been where that they can't interact, because that would kind of corroborate the
No,
sense. Maybe
I
it's a
don't think
view
so.
only
It could be.
shift,
It
right?
could
You know
be.
what I mean?
And she was in it. They were both in and out. Like to me, I was like, oh my god, you're stuck now.
But how do you
no,
get
they
back?
were able to. They just walked back and they were fine. They
It's interesting how you can just walk back.
No, but
though.
like time slip. They didn't even notice they were in it. They were like, what the fuck is going on? And then they walked out of it.
But
like,
how could they?
Thank God, right?
But how can you get back right away? And how come it's a view only?
slip?
I kind of feel
call it a
like,
time
yeah,
slip.
I kind of get the like impression that it's almost like, you know, when like you're listening to the radio and for
like
a
a
second,
warp?
like it kind of goes to a different station and goes back. That's kind of how I'm
It's
picturing.
called
I don't know if that makes sense.
Unexplained. And
Yeah, I'm listening to this the second you leave.
it's good. It's
obsessed.
like
I'm
I mean,
obsessed.
I
After
don't,
you see if you can hit the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
after
Oh,
you-
well, yeah, give me about 3 minutes and then I'll download the podcast.
that was last episode. Okay, so yeah, the only thing that bothers me is the guy that hosts. The way that he speaks is a little annoying, but whispers in the trees.
I like this time slip thing. It's really
Yeah,
interesting.
me too.
Because I'm obsessed with time travel. Did you ever see the NPR thing on time travel? They said how it would be theoretically possible if you imploded like Mars. You took the power of Mars, you imploded it.
Imploded it.
Yeah, you like imploded it and then sucked up all the juice out of
Anyways,
it.
I'm not gonna write this, but
Whatever. Yeah.
ghosts and spirits and all
Check it
kinds of
out.
shit. It was really good. And
That's awesome.
yeah, so speaking of that like weird shit, and
Yeah.
now I'm like, oh my god, it's all
I'm gonna go into a time slip.
Can you imagine though? It's possible.
It's really scary. It's freaking me out.
I'd love it. I'd fucking love to go back in time or go into the future, and
No.
especially the future.
Okay.
As a techie,
Let's think about it very, very, very objectively.
Go
You're
for
going to work.
yeah,
Okay, you're
Yep.
like in your car driving,
Yep.
and there's a time slip,
Yeah.
and then you end up like you're driving in a fucking I don't know in
1800s.
yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
How scary is that? In the first like second, you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Then I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, I'm in a time slip."
No, you wouldn't.
Fuck yeah!
No,
yeah,
you
fuck
wouldn't.
yeah. I'd fucking love it.
I would
love
die
it.
before you would notice what was going on. It'd be over for sure. I don't know this,
I'd be
but for
Yeah,
sure.
but well, I know now, so I just whatever. I back up, I'm good. So I'm gonna go touch houses. And,
Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I'd
I'm
fucking
like
love
talking
it,
too
dude.
much now, but in the podcast, there was
Yeah.
one guy apparently that is in chat rooms. He appeared twice. His name is John. He appeared twice in chat rooms saying
Yeah.
that he was from the future, from 2036.
Okay.
Coming back because he needed a Mac computer, a very early on model Mac computer, because he
Okay.
needs it in the future. Twice he showed up in chat rooms.
And he's telling the truth, right?
Of course.
Did he call anything?
But the way
Did
that he was
predict
chatting,
anything?
it was very, like, weird.
Did he predict anything?
He tried, but it was wrong.
Okay, so fuck this guy. Fuck John. Because
With the music in the background of the podcast, it's very scary.
yeah, it's John. Because there have been so many people who've said they're from the future, or whatever, and it never worked out.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see the one woman with the cell phone from the 20s?
No.
There's a video. It's a woman going like that, holding her ear and like walking in a movie, like she has a cell phone, and it's in the 1920s.
Really?
Yeah.
There was a picture too. I'd seen a picture from like the 40s or something, and there's a guy dressed in like clothing from today,
Yeah.
and he had like a phone or something with him, and they were like, "Where the fuck's this guy?" And a lot of people are saying it's Photoshop, but they have proof it wasn't Photoshop.
But the 1920s one, it's a movie and it's fucking real.
That's crazy.
And the woman has the thing like that. Look it up.
No.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. 1920s woman, fucking cell phone, whatever.
No, I'm scared.
I'm
guys.
making myself a note to look it up.
I can't.
You fear what you don't understand. That's all it is. Just enjoy the time shift.
Nope.
Check out the dead people.
Charlie's a wuss, and she cannot look at these things.
I say this when I'm at home. I'm like, oh, is there fucking ghosts or something?
Okay. Shut up.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Go for it.
Can I talk about my subject? Which is funny enough about the universe?
Okay, sure.
Okay. Do you guys believe in the universe?
Yeah, the universe exists.
As in, like, what's,
Sorry, it was a reminder to wake up early tomorrow.
as in, like, if you throw something out in the universe, like you say something out loud, it will happen, or it'll come after you.
I believe in different types of vibes attract different types of energy. So if you're putting out positive vibes, as in saying positive things, then yes, positive things come to you. But
Would-
like pretty much saying like, I want a lollipop, you're not gonna get a lollipop.
You mean those people who have like the photos of the Lamborghini and they figure
Yeah.
they believe it? It's all bullshit.
No,
it was
I believe
debunked.
it.
Was completely debunked.
How?
I can pass you. It's on Joe Rogan's podcast.
I love him.
Examples.
Hate him.
Love him.
Funny you say that because he's very much you either love him or you hate him. So, anyways, there was this guy in the podcast. He met one of these people, right? She had the Ferrari. She said, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be successful. 6 months later, was not successful. She couldn't understand
Okay,
why it
but
didn't
whoa,
work.
calm down. You still have to work for it.
Yeah,
Like,
don't
you can't
put a
just, like,
picture
put
on.
a picture of a Lamborghini and be like, I'm going to just sit on my couch and do shit and get a Lamborghini. No.
No.
It's a visualization thing.
I agree, and I'm
Talking like a
sure,
loser.
and I'm sure having the right frame of mind and being motivated increases your chances. But there are a lot of stuff
Okay.
involved that you cannot control.
Okay. Well, I'm going to
right?
tell you this, right? So it's happened to me multiple times.
Sure.
Recently, I'm a wedding photographer. Everybody knows this. And I recently decided that I don't want to shoot big weddings anymore.
Okay.
Like 300 guest weddings, 200 guest weddings, I'm done. Like, I don't want to shoot anymore. Fuck that. But I need it, right? Because I need to make a living. And I've never gotten a wedding inquiry about small weddings. Never. In 7 years, never gotten a small wedding inquiry.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, well, fuck this. I don't care what's gonna happen next. I don't want to shoot big weddings anymore. I'm done with this. I want to shoot weddings that are 20 guests or less.
Okay.
That's it. Threw it out in the universe. I just said it out loud. I was like, I'm done.
Yep.
This is what I'm doing.
Yep.
That same week, 8 inquiries.
About 20 guests or less.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say 1.
8.
What I would say...
Not in 1 week. I think it was 2 weeks, but
What I would say, and this
very
is,
short time.
and this is a theory I've heard a lot of times. It's women think they control the universe.
No, I don't
So
control it. It's the universe giving me a gift.
Listen to what I'm saying. If women see signs, right? You see like a rock falls from the sky, a bird fucking hits a tree or window, and they figure, oh, that's a sign. I have to do this because the universe is telling me to do this. I think it was a comedian who said this. But like I've seen a lot of women who are convinced that these little signs fucking, and then bird shits on my left arm.
Not the
That's
same,
a
though.
sign that I gotta fucking whatever. I'm saying it's
Not the same.
coincidental, and I'm happy that it worked out.
Hey, it could be a coincidence. Potato, patata. That's a
Patata?
thing.
Love them patatas.
Nothing patatas. But,
Episode title.
but
Yeah.
7 years, never gotten one.
And then you got 8 in 1 week.
In like 1 or 2 weeks, I got 8. As soon as I decided this is what I want.
So
So I believe it.
here's what I think happened.
But there's no reptiles. Yeah.
So there was one that probably saw what you were doing. And it's all these girls having their wine, whatever, getting together.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh,
And they
I saw
heard?
this website. The universe is telling me I gotta go with her. And they all fucking, do some of them know each other?
There were, no, none.
None of them know each
Well, I
other.
don't
you know that for a
sure.
fact?
No, I don't know for a fact.
There you go.
But yeah, they were just all around the table drinking wine. They were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe my wedding!" Did you guys hear that?
Oh shit!
I think that was a
is
photographer.
that Charlie? Is that
A photographer was telling me that she wanted me to book her. Let's email her right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna test your little theory.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start thinking positive vibes, whatever.
No,
blah blah
you
blah.
can't think. You have to say it out loud, and you have to
I'll
believe
I'll start chanting it.
Believe it.
I'll start walking around chanting this. Fucking Asian girl, Asian girl, Asian girl, Asian girl. I'll start screaming it to the fucking universe, and we'll see in
what
6
happens.
months if I get the little Asian girl.
Sounds good.
Like low 30s. I'm not talking Asian 12 girl there. Plus or minus
Asian
5 years.
woman.
Yeah, plus or minus 5 years. I'm gonna say Asian woman, Asian woman, Asian woman. She's gonna
But
be
again-
walking downtown. Asian woman, Asian woman, Asian woman. We're gonna see what happens.
That's not weird, but you can't. She can't
She's
be.
picturing me doing it too.
She can't be your Lamborghini though. You can't just say Asian woman, Asian woman, Asian woman, and then do shit all. You have to be sociable and talk to people.
Yeah, I'm talking to Asian
Chinatown.
womans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
We'll
to
have it.
gaming places. I'm gonna go to ramen noodle places.
You'll see them now. You'll see
Korean
them.
fried chicken.
You'll see them more often
I'm gonna
around
be
you.
pointing at them. Asian woman, Asian woman, Asian
That's
woman.
going to get you one for sure.
And
Yeah.
she's like, let's date. Yes.
Thank you, universe.
I believe it. I don't know, man.
So
What do you guys?
I'll test it.
Twitter. What do you think?
I'll start doing Korean barbecues. I like Korean barbecue. So I'll tell you in 6 months if your thing's full of shit or not. And if it happens, I'll you're the champion of the universe.
I would love to remember what the other one was that I was like, yeah, but I can't remember right now.
Okay.
But it happens. It's real.
I believe
It's like
it.
the balance thing. But yeah.
So we've been two subjects. We're in good company today because we've been fucking just going on and on. We're blowing past our time.
I make
Shit.
people talk a lot.
You're
Yeah,
good, man.
You're not doing nothing.
blabber
I really
a lot.
You
won't
have a
carry
good
it.
universal aura about you.
University, good vibes.
Okay, so
Are you a Leo? Whatever the fuck.
again with this shit.
Taurus? No.
Taurus? No.
No, I'm a
I'm
Taurus.
Aquarius.
You're a lion.
You're Aquarius.
Age of
Aquarius?
You're Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Aquarius. Aquarius.
Do Tauruses and Aquariuses get
Aquarius? I don't know if Aquarius.
I don't know if you can pluralize those stuffs.
Aquariuses?
I don't know. All I know is we do not get along with Scorpios, apparently.
I don't know. I
Fuck
mean,
Scorpios, man.
Yeah, my niece is a Scorpio. I get along fantastically with
Fuck
her.
your no. She's Scorpio,
Both.
man.
Oh, my niece.
No, she's cool.
SO
Which one?
My
My
goddaughter.
Older one, younger one.
My goddaughter.
They're both cool. All right.
Okay, what are we playing today?
Okay, we're playing our new segment this week. It's
Segment song.
singing.
Segment song.
It's called Help Wanted.
Help wanted. Would you like some help wanted?
I'm gonna have fun with that. Post edit. All right, so you're gonna pick. I'm gonna give you 4 incredible job offers,
Awesome.
and then you're gonna pick which one because you're looking for a job, right?
Yeah,
I guess. Or
totally. We're looking for a job.
Brooke, you need a job.
She
Yeah,
needs a
sure.
job. She needs a job. Yeah,
Yeah, no, yeah.
All right, we're gonna find
Hold on,
Brooke
I
a
can't
job.
say that. Yeah, okay.
Okay, you also gonna find me a daycare?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let's
Sorry, you're going
pretend.
somewhere else there. Okay.
Let's make her play. She's looking for a job.
Okay, it's fine. Brooke a job. Help
Thought you had
wanted.
faith in my business.
Brooke a job. Brooke a job.
Brooke a job.
BrookeAjob.com. All right. Probably porn site. Okay. All right. Our first option is surrogate mother needed.
I would do that.
Okay.
Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt.
Really?
No,
Well,
not saying.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
For my own children.
Made my own babies.
She used her own vagina.
I'm pretty sure your vagina is involved either way.
We are looking for an exceptional woman to carry a baby for those who cannot carry on their own. This is a great opportunity to do something noble while earning money at the same time. We have many lovely couples waiting for
I
potential.
somehow got spit in my eye.
You're wearing glasses. How is
that
that
wasn't
possible?
spit. That's all I'm gonna say. It wasn't spit. Check the ceiling, episode 12. This is
I was going to say, check
Show the title.
check the ceiling's a good title.
Check the ceiling. This is a great opportunity to do something noble while earning money at the same time. We have many lovely couples waiting for potential surrogates mothers. You will earn up to $60,000 plus.
Shit, I almost did it for 10. Fuck.
Fuck 60, I'll do it for 10.
I almost did it for 10.
I'll make him baby for 10. Fuck, I'll do it for 7. Plus additional
Like,
expenses.
I'll jerk off on your belly.
Please visit our website. Blah, blah, okay, anyways. And there's a sign-in bonus of an iPad.
Well then, sign
like-
me up.
Would you like to give us your vagina? You can get an iPad,
iPad.
Mini.
But there are some qualifications.
Oh, Jesus.
So let's see if you fit these.
Okay.
Okay, Brooke?
Probably not.
You must have at least one previous birth.
Yeah.
Yep.
You must be between 21 and 36 years old.
Oh, yeah. Kind of close, but yeah.
Non-smoker.
Tobacco?
Non-smoker.
Okay.
Non-drinker.
Okay.
Non-drinker ever?
Well,
I
not
guess
during the
not.
pregnancy.
I'm out.
I mean, I wouldn't do any of these things while I was pregnant.
Yeah. No criminal record.
Okay.
Oh boy.
No, I
That
don't
was a big
remember.
silence.
No drug use.
Okay.
Weed
So-
doesn't count, right?
Right?
You require a support of family or parent/husband.
I require a support or I
Yeah.
need to have one?
Support a family
Yeah.
or parent/husband.
Okay. Yeah.
Reliable transportation.
Okay.
Must enjoy being pregnant.
Okay.
Debatable.
First pregnancy I
There you go.
enjoyed.
So I
second
think
one, not
you
so
might
much.
be a candidate to be a surrogate.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
If they give up drinking and smoking for $60,000.
That's doable.
60
I would
grand.
do it. If I could get pregnant, I would do it.
Have a great
I
day.
would love to do it. Have a great day.
To be honest, actually, I had a client once heavily imply that she was looking for a surrogate. And she's like, around your age. So I actually looked into it because she was offering $10,000.
I offered you 15. You said no.
That's because I was already pregnant for the second time. This is
True,
before
good
my
point.
second. Yeah, this was before my second pregnancy, and the reason why I didn't do it was because there was a chance you could become infertile.
Infertile.
Okay.
I think.
How many syllables there do I pronounce? 3. Infertile. Infertile. Infertile.
Fertile.
Infertile. Okay. Anyways, and I knew that I would maybe want another child later on in life, but now that I've had my second child, my pregnancy was shit, and I would never do it for any amount of money.
60 grand.
60 grand though.
And an iPad.
That's like 2 years' salary
And
at
that
minimum
it's,
wage.
I mean, that's an iPad.
Wow, that's like 2 years salary at minimum wage. Oh,
Well,
keep my
people-
goals high.
People live on $30,000
No, but-
a year.
There's also an
Like
iPad.
it's livable.
If I'm gonna fuck myself up even more.
Literally.
Hey.
No, but I mean,
Literally.
pregnancy fucks up your body,
Yeah, no, for
big
sure.
time.
For sure.
To do that again, you have to give me a mill at least.
But
A mil?
This is a good uterus, okay?
but what about there's an iPad too?
I really want an iPad. Does it say if I have to give birth vaginally or not? Because I'm not used to that.
Well, you going through the butt? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Slit in the tummy. Okay.
Okay, go.
Let's
So
try the
next-
next
Okay, so
job.
that's potential
This-
candidate.
this is in the maybe pile.
It's in the maybe pile. Okay. Our next one is undercover bridesmaid.
Oh, this sounds like something I can
So
do.
essentially, you
I
get.
love all these jobs.
So essentially,
Charlie's like, sign me up, sign me up, sign me
so
up.
there are professional undercover bridesmaids.
But why undercover?
They get paid $60 to $125 an hour
Yeah, I
to
can do
go
this.
to weddings where people don't have enough bridesmaids.
Oh my
So
god,
they-
I would so.
they
I would
literally-
I can be a fucking blast at a wedding,
Oh man,
okay?
me too. I could be
Let's
helpful.
do this.
I could be helpful. Be your
Yeah.
assistant.
Yeah.
I can make sure you don't freak out.
Like high five you all the time.
Make sure your party's going. I could even
Yeah.
fucking MC for you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And this woman,
well,
that's her
that's a drink.
job.
Wait, are they looking for it, or is this girl is?
I'm giving you an example of
Oh.
an undercover bridesmaid. That's her profession, but there are people on Craigslist. I saw ads. They will come to your wedding, do all your shit, take your photos, back you up, whatever. $60 to $125 an hour.
I kind of feel like there's more people wanting this job than asking for it. You know what I mean? Like there's probably a lot more undercover bridesmaids than people needing friends.
No, but you know what? There's a lot of my brides or grooms that often would tell me, "Oh, but he has so many friends. I only have 2, and I want to be equal."
But then you take people that aren't as close to him to be like, I'm going to hire some friends. Like, I don't know. Like you have no family.
Some people don't.
People don't.
Some people don't. Like this woman is making a lot of money doing it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. This
should-
is
you should
my
look
new
into
calling.
If I marry a guy, that has 5 friends, I'm screwed.
Yeah, it's
I have
true.
no one.
Well, in this case, you could hire the undercover
Yeah.
bridesmaid.
But that's not true. You have your sister,
No.
you have your nieces,
Yeah, but then I have 3 nieces.
you have me,
That's it.
and Sloan.
And that's it.
We're at 5. We're good. See, there's ways to
If
pull
none of them
bridesmaids
get
out of
hit
your
by
ass.
a car, you're all set.
Yeah.
Just stick them in like a storage bunker so they don't get hurt.
Just don't burn any more bridges, okay?
So that's our second employment opportunity. Our third
Okay.
one is a snake milker.
No, not happening.
Whoa, I'm intrigued.
Okay, so snake milkers extract venom from some of the world's dangerous snakes.
Oh my.
Like rattlesnakes and cobras. The
Seen this.
extracted venom is often used to create anti-venom
Mm-hmm.
for hospital or laboratory use and can be sold for up to $1,000 per gram.
Yeah, still not doing it.
Okay, so it's currently on the table. Surrogate, making babies,
Yeah.
getting paid.
That's a maybe.
Professional bridesmaid,
Definitely doing that one.
and you can milk venomous snakes.
Not happening.
Our next employment opportunity is an odor judge.
Nope, not happening either. I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Perform odor tests to
Nope.
rate the effectiveness of hygiene products like
Nope.
soaps and body washes, deodorant, and mouthwashes.
Oh my God.
Depending on what products are being studied, judges smell subjects' armpits, feet, or breath and rate their odor on a scale of 1 to 10. During one odor tester's 15-year career, she sniffed approximately 5,600 feet and an indeterminate number of armpits, for which she won the Guinness World Record for most feet and armpits sniffed.
How do you prove that?
Because they have
She
to
has
have somebody
logs.
there. And I believe, you have to have proof. And I see. Over time, I was going to say, usually there has to be somebody there to approve it. But
Yeah.
she must have it written
Probably
down.
logs and shit.
Yeah, because if that's her job, she has like companies that can be like, yeah, she sniffed this many feet.
That is such a weird record to be known
I'd
for.
rather milk snakes.
Like, do you really go up to your family and friends and be like, I have a world record! Oh
But
my god, for what?
Wouldn't that be a great
For smelling
conversational
feet.
starter, though?
I don't
No.
think that's how the conversation starts. I think it's kind of like, this is Mel. She smells people for a living. And then she'll be like, and I have the world record for, and everybody's like, oh, that's so cool.
You sniff armpits?
Cool is a really very broad term.
You want to sniff my feet?
That
All
is no. If that
Okay.
was my job, first of all, really, you can't find another job. Second of all, I would never call the record.
But some
Anyway.
people like the smell of funny things. Maybe
Some
she
people get
enjoys
off on
the
that,
smell. Like
yeah.
I like the smell of like skunk and gas.
A lot of people do though.
Yeah, so,
You know.
So
I'd be
she-
a good gas smeller.
So she's good into that, or she's really good at telling the difference of some of the products. Like she's doing you a service. You put on deodorant before you started the podcast, and the reason it's good, you can thank her for sniffing 15,000 armpits.
It's very weird that you said that on the podcast though, that I put deodorant on.
Breaking the fourth wall. All right. Okay.
It's
So
not weird at all.
of course not. What?
Okay.
So jizzing on a ceiling isn't? See episode 12. Okay, our last job is iceberg mover.
Go on.
Iceberg mover.
Iceberg movement became a profession after the disastrous sinking of the Titanic in 1912.
Holy shit.
The International Ice Patrol, so there's actually an International Ice Patrol, the IIP, which was founded a year later, is operated by the U.S. Coast Guard. It tracks the location of icebergs and provides safe routes around them. If necessary, the iceberg will be towed out of the area. So you officially get paid to move icebergs.
I didn't even
And
know.
we still have nobody removing our potholes.
Funny enough, I didn't know that icebergs could be moved.
Me neither. I thought it was like part of the deep
Stuck
blue
like
ocean.
an island.
Big ass fucking ship is moving that shit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I
All right, so
I would do that
Brooke.
job.
You could either be a surrogate,
yeah.
I think
making
we already know the
babies.
answer.
You can be an undercover bridesmaid. You can be an odor judge.
No, I don't. First of all, I don't have adenoids. I don't think I'd qualify for that job.
Or you can move
You
icebergs.
don't have. I know.
Adenoids, I do not.
Oh, so
I had
you
them
don't
removed.
smell?
I do, but I believe that my
Like if I were
it's
to
not
shit
filtered.
myself right now, you wouldn't.
I could smell it. Adenoids are like tonsils, so I think
smell
it
it. I
filters
smell
the air that you breathe. So
Okay.
I don't know if sniffing things is the best job for me if I'm missing a filter in my nose.
Do you have like a natural gas mask then? Like if a nuclear bomb hit, you'd be like, whatever.
No, it'd be
I
the
have
opposite
adenoids.
because you guys have extra filters than
okay.
I do.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I mean? Like
Oh.
you guys, like
You're
it'd be
missing
worse. I'd be
shit.
like the first one out.
Thank you for your sacrifice. All right, so in that realm,
Yeah.
oh, I forgot snake milker too.
No, I'm not milking six. I'm gonna go with the undercover bridesmaid.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I get to party for a living.
100%.
Wait, can I drink?
Sure.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm wearing
Yeah.
bridesmaids. That's like a no-brainer. How is that even in there?
How many times did you go to a wedding and you're like, I don't know who this person is?
What was that sound you just made?
I crashed a wedding reception once.
Did you? I've
Did
always
you?
wanted to do that.
Yeah, I did.
We should do that
Vegas.
one day.
Really? And you didn't know the people at all?
Nope.
So much
What?
fun.
And Kebbo almost sabotaged it
Ah.
because he's a
Of
loser.
course he does.
So I guess I could tell you guys a story, but I've said on all beer. We were at Vegas. It was night 3. My other buddy couldn't make it. We went to Old Vegas, got shit-faced. Great night. Won $150. Came back. And oddly enough, and Charlie will find this funny, but there's a dude named Sean, okay? Inside joke. Anyways.
Apparently.
So this security guy fucking yelling Sean. He's like, the fuck, whatever. I'm like, hey, what's the problem, man? I'm just getting interjecting myself into this conversation. And the guy's like, yeah, whatever. This guy's giving a shit because whatever. I'm like, what's your problem? So I'm like telling the security guy off. I'm like, what's your problem, man? They're just trying to have fun, whatever. Fuck, whatever. He fucking storms off. And then he's like, yo, you're a cool guy, whatever. What's up? You know,
Wait. The
Yeah.
security guard storms off?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
He was bitching at them to keep it down. And I was like, hey, what's your problem, man? They're getting married, whatever the fuck. He's like, yeah, you're cool, whatever. You want to come in for a drink? Sure, whatever, no problem. Go in. And then I start, like, working the room. So I know Sean's the groom. So I'm like, hey, how do you know Sean? Whatever. Then I'm getting names and whatever. I'm working the room.
So funny.
Okay? And then fucking Kebbo, fucking the walking fucking cock block, right? So I used to work at a company that had head office in Dallas. The people that were there from San Antonio. So I was just bullshitting. Yeah, I go to Dallas for work. He's like, no, you don't. I'm like,
Oh, what an idiot.
what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, you idiot?
That's so funny.
What an idiot.
I
Yeah.
managed to fucking finagle, save that. And then I was pouring drinks. I was the bartender. I broke like 15 plates and all that. It was
shit.
so much
But
fun.
you knew the groom, though. I don't think that counts. Well, you knew, quote unquote.
I didn't know the groom. I met him 5 seconds ago.
I know.
I have photos, if you look at my Facebook, of all these people.
Really?
Kebbo took all these photos of random people.
So funny.
That was
I want to
great.
crash a wedding.
It's fun. It is so fun.
It would be. I wouldn't have the guts, I think.
No?
Nope. And I am always at weddings.
I was gonna
know
say,
how they work.
You're too
You could
like
totally
known.
work the room. You can totally work a room. You just got to get one name and just work on that one name, and then you get more names.
You're too known in the wedding community, though. Like somebody would be like, "Hey,
Yeah,
you shot my
probably.
brother's wedding."
Probably. That'd be weird.
Yeah,
You should go to Vegas.
probably a
I've
good
been.
place.
I
to
didn't
If
like
you're
it.
if you're going to be a professional,
I-
Brooke, you need
yeah.
to
some practice runs
you
in
need
Vegas.
crash some fucking weddings because
And if I'm doing it for work, I can pretty much claim that trip on my taxes, right?
Pretty much.
amazing.
Yeah.
What a great tax write off.
All right.
All right, plugs, final thoughts. Brooke has
you're back.
I'm back.
You're back. I want the sites happening, you know.
No, that's why I'm here.
Oh, Wow. Hey, did you hear that?
This was my
I have
second.
nothing. I have nothing to do, so I'm coming here.
No,
Maybe
no.
you guys should bring it back.
No, maybe we should.
Maybe you should.
We have to find a third person. If somebody's
Yeah.
the third person,
Does it have to be a lady?
I was gonna say. I was like, I see 3 people sitting around the table right here.
we're already here.
So it's pointless to bring
all
back
one
most of
aside.
Yeah.
Rename everything.
No, just follow me on Twitter because nobody loves me on Twitter and I need followers.
Give her some Twitter love.
What's Twitter?
Brooke AWA.
Yeah.
Duh.
How'd you not know that, idiot?
Duh.
Hey, idiot.
Maybe that's why I have no Twitter followers.
You don't know my... Because everybody's like, hey, I was going, you don't know my Twitter handle, you idiot?
You're such a loser.
What the fuck's your problem?
And for us, Follow us.
STFU, no, fuck. We should write this down.
we should write this down. The STFU podcast on Twitter. And
Follow
then-
us at stfupodcast.com. You can listen to it on, that was English. Google Play, YouTube, iTunes,
and your mom.
and the brand new,
Trending Topics Network.
where you could also find shows like,
All Beer Inside,
yeah,
which we're recording later.
Rasslecast. I'm on Rasslecast.
Rasslecast? Are you?
Yeah, I'm on Rasslecast.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Check it out. You so didn't give a shit. At least pretend to care.
I am. People don't see me. They
Yeah.
sounds enthusiastic.
What's on Fight? Great show.
What's on Fight?
What's on Fight? Yeah.
Okay. The anything
Goes?
Anything goes.
Yeah.
Anything
Goes.
And there was also a Tunes show. Is that still on?
No, it's
shouldn't
One Up,
talk.
Heads Up.
I shouldn't talk.
There you go. Check it out. All these great shows.
But you know what? You should just check us out because we're awesome.
And also the Trending Topics Network.
My glasses are going.
That's like falling off.
Say,
there.
what's your glasses are running away from your face.
She had old man
My
glasses. there.
glasses are running away from my face.
Oh, so that's it. Have a good
Story of
week.
my
Bye.
life. Bye.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified. I see the fucking look in your eyes.